Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick. May the rock be with you.
Hey, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you today, Rick. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And welcome to May the Rock Be With You, which is my website.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, mate, where do we find you at the moment?
I'm in my dining room that I never eat in.
Fair enough.
I have windows in the whole house, so it's like everybody complained that had windows in the back. It's like, unless I go down to the basement, and then it's like a dungeon. There you go.
That's great. I love it. Now, of course, we are here.
I put on this blanket behind me that doesn't fit. So,
of course, though, we're here because you've got a brand new album coming out next month.
I heard that. World. Yeah.
Can't wait. After delay after delay after delay, how does it feel to finally have it coming out?
About time. No, it's like now I'm practicing every day, relearning the stuff.
I mean, it's so good.
Was that a C sharp or was that okay?
I love it. I've listened to it through a few times. I got it yesterday. Mate, really, really good record. Thank you so much for another amazing album.
My motto is we're too dumb to quit, so we just keep doing it.
I love that. Now, it is the band's 20th album, though. So in the now over, don't want to make you feel old, 40-odd years you've been writing music, how, if in any way, has your approach to songwriting changed over the years?
I don't think it has that much. You know, it's like I tell people we haven't progressed. It's like I liked what we were doing early on. It's like we're not trying to go out of our way. I mean, we had some really kind of difficult arrangements and stuff on early stuff. Some on this stuff, it's like, but not all. Then we go and play 3 chords too, and certain things.
Yeah,
it's all good. You know, it's whatever the song wants, not what I think in the first place.
Oh, fair enough. Now, I wanted to ask you about the title track, though, because that song could have almost been written about the current world, the current situation. Can you tell us a bit about that song?
In Another World. It's like, I think it's like psycho-cybernetics, trying to stay positive during troubled times. It does get better. I hope.
Yeah, we'd have to hope.
Yeah.
And I do.
But you just work at it. It's like, you know, it's like we had a song years ago. It was like, "Don't give up." Yeah, it's stay positive.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And I love that there's 2 versions of the song in essence. There's the slower version, and then there's the reprise. Was it written slower or was it written faster?
Yes. I think it was written the slower. That's how. You know, I think we went in there and did it at one tempo, and then it's like, let's try this. And they were like so far apart that it felt like it was a different song. Anyhow, so it was like ones were the Ramones on the one, and were ELO on the other. I don't know.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the power ballad sort of style version. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. But it's very good. Now, more importantly, touring. You're exciting news. You're finally heading back to Australia. We're actually finally touring again. You're coming with Bush and Stone Temple Pilots. You're going to be pretty much the first big international gig we've had since, last year, or the start of last year.
Cool. We're number one for once. We're number one again.
There you go. How pumped are you to be getting back on stage?
Well, I love playing, so that part is a no-brainer. It's just all the prep for it, you know, all the getting shots and doing a Zoom with a doctor and swabbing your nose and all, you know, and sending it off by a courier. It's like, what? You know, it's like it's very complicated. It has to be done this day. It has to be done this, and then we get to go sit in a nice hotel, I hope, for 2 weeks. And can't leave your room. What did I do wrong? You know?
When was the last time you guys played together?
Can't remember. No, I think it was about a year ago right now.
Yeah, wow.
You know, about a year ago right now, we were Robin was taking off for a month working with Alice Cooper with an orchestra in Europe, in Germany, and some other places. He did 2 shows, and then the tour was canceled. He got stuck in Germany.
Oh, wow.
I started a new band with my sons, 2 of my sons, and a daughter-in-law. You know, and we had 17 shows booked. You know, I can't sit still, and so I was like, then we did 2 shows, and it got canceled too. It's like, So it's like, we were getting good.
Well, there's still time. There's time afterwards.
Yeah, but actually yesterday we did a streaming at a college, and I guess it went out to 40,000 people. It was a free show.
Wow.
But it was like you're kind of at the mercy of the room you're in too. So it's like, it's like the first one we did a live stream. It's like, get down to the song, silence. you can't wander off or whatever. You stand there. If you got an itch, you got to do it on. If you got to pee, you got to go right there. And it's like it's just weird. It's not the same as normal. So I'm looking forward to the more of a normal thing.
No, I can't wait. And a Cheap Trick live show is just one hell of a good time. It always is. With the catalog so vast now, how do you even attempt to put a set list together? Is it like 7 or 8 hours long?
We need some great person like you to write us a list.
I'll do that. I'll happily do that for you.
Whether we do it or not, but it's like, I mean, we did once. We were in Europe, and in 3 nights, in different cities, in Dublin and London and wherever. I think we did 60 songs.
Wow.
And we not each night, but it's like we had enough material. We do have enough, and we have like 400 songs or something like that.
What?
And most of them nobody's ever heard, but it's like, unless you're a Cheap Trick fan.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, that's the main thing. The one thing I've always wondered though about your live show, have you ever approximated how many guitar picks you've thrown out?
I'll count them on an Australian tour.
Okay.
And I think I use about 500 a night, something like that. But I ordered 60,000 at a time.
Oh, wow.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
And I usually order 60,000 at a time. It's usually 2 times a year. So this year, not much. Plus, so far I can't get anything made for me either.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So I'll have a last year's model.
For us, for down here.
Either that, or you'll think my name is Fender.
Mine used to be Fender as well, and then I just got my own made as well. It just makes it so much easier.
Yeah, and I always tell people for 2 years, people thought my name was Fender. Hey, Fender.
That's so good. Now
I used Fender mediums, the old ones, because they were heavy enough. They weren't heavy, but I could throw them really well, and they weren't the flimsy stuff. Because I hit the guitar pretty hard.
Yeah, oh, you do, and yeah, I love watching you play. It's so much fun.
Well, here, watch me now.
Okay.
I just bought another one of these yesterday. This is a 1962 Dwight cornet.
Oh wow! What?
Yeah, I bought it from the guy from the Jam.
Oh yeah,
Paul Weller. Paul Weller.
Wow. Well, I love that. Now, you guys have been coming to Australia for a long, long time. What's your fondest memory of a previous trip here?
Well, let's see. Having a #1 song there was pretty darn cool. And I remember the Horton Pavilion. I remember this one place we played. It was called Black Butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember the day that we played in Melbourne one of the times. And it was the day that Stevie Ray Vaughan died. And because we had just played the same place, and I knew him fairly well. It's like, I remember that because we were staying at the old Melbourne Hotel or whatever. It was like kind of, that was sad. Yeah. But playing with Billy Idol was fun. And, I'm kind of friends with a bunch of people. But, I knew the Angels, those guys. Mm-hmm. And, it's just, like, it was so fun to see how hard rocking it seemed like everybody in Australia was. It was like there was no messing around.
Yeah. And the best thing is I've had the opportunity to see you guys here, obviously, and I saw you in Nashville once with Def Leppard, and it was so amazing watching Cheap Trick with an American crowd compared to here. There is a difference in a way, because you guys are just unbelievable over there in the way that people love you guys. It was just so great to see.
Well, so they hate us in Australia?
No, it's just not at all. I just mean watching an American band in America is just so much different than when you tour over here. There's a different level of excitement, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know what to tell you.
No, that's all right.
The audiences are different every place we go. It's like some places we'll go to, it's like, all right, we're going to the city. It's like everybody's like they're sitting on their hands. And other places like, God, I knew I liked this place.
Yeah.
They like it. They like us better than we like us, or whatever.
So great. Now, last year, obviously, what a doozy that was. What, if anything, did 2020 teach you that you'll now maintain through your life?
Well, I got to know my kids and my grandkids and my grandkids. It was like I had fun doing stuff that I normally haven't done. It's like, I do it a bit, but usually I get off the road even for a day or two. It's like I'm too tired to go do stuff. Even if I'm too tired to do it, I still went out. So I got to hang out with my oldest boy grandkid, and I found it. We in 5 days he ate 100 chicken McNuggets. What am I doing? I don't care if I spoil him, even if it's bad for him. But it was just good hanging out with him, because now he's turned 15. It's like, and my oldest granddaughter, one of them, we took her to Europe a couple years before because she got straight A's, and here she was in Zurich and all this stuff, and they took her because she wasn't one of these, like this with her phone the whole time. And I found out she gets sick eating Indian food.
All right.
So I'm never going to take her again.
Well, there you go. Things you learn.
I like Indian food.
Things you learn when you're not on tour. I love it. Now, over your time together, it can be very, very easy to say what can change in a long time. But what is the one thing you would say has stayed the same in Cheap Trick?
Not seeing us when we're not playing. Not seeing each other. The same. Well, actually, we've been pretty busy because we did, besides the album that's coming out. We also worked with, we did David Bowie, Rebel. We did She Said for the Beatles song for Howard Stern. We did a cover version of for Harry Nielsen. And I've done some other tracks too. I did 2 Yardbirds songs for I don't know if you know him, Mark Lindsay.
No.
Okay, good.
You'll
get to know him. Yeah. And I kept up with my guitar collection. I'm working, getting a Fender, this special one is coming out. And I've worked with Gibson on stuff. And, I'm on the board now.
Really?
Yeah, whatever that means.
How many guitars have you got now?
Around 500.
Oh, okay. What?
Is that enough?
No, never enough.
I've owned about 2,000. Actually, I did buy some guitars. It was across from, it was a pole dancing school, and there's I think it was the ex bass player from AC/DC owns it.
Oh, really?
Mark
Evans,
yeah. So I bought guitars from him.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's great.
And then I took some pole dancing course too.
Oh, I mean, you have to. It's a 2-for-1 thing. Yeah. Now, I wanted to ask about The Flame. Obviously, you guys didn't write it, but a song that's still played on the radio today and was a massive hit. And that's how I actually found you guys. Like, what's your best memory of when that song took off and just kept going?
Well, the best memory was that it kept going. And the bad thing about it, because it's a good song, we do a pretty good version, arrangement of it. And Robin sings it great. My solo's okay. And it's like, but the bad thing was we were forced by the record company and our ex-manager to do, that was about the 10th song that they said, here's the one we want you to do. By then I was just so sick of it. It's like, I'm a songwriter, and they took me out of the mix. I thought it was like, I listened to our old stuff. It's like, there's nothing wrong with this stuff. And it kind of took away confidence and stuff that nobody backed us up. The 4 of us, we were fine. But so that song, by the time we heard that, it was like, we were sick of everything. So we remember it could have been a greatest song on earth. And the producer we were using at the time, Richie Zito, it's like, he knew every song because he played with Elton John and Neil Sedaka and all these guys. And so he was like, like the guys in Toto, they know every song and every key. And I said, that sounds like Nature's Way, the way it starts. I never heard of it. I wanted to strangle him again. And I was like, but we did a good job on it. It's like, we cause waves a bit, but not completely. We're not stupid. We're kind of stupid, but
it's still a great song though. I still love it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I get so many people. It's like, I got laid to this song. Oh, really? Well, good. It's like, I should play it at my house.
And lastly, before we go, Rick, I want to look ahead to the future a little bit. I know it's kind of hard at the moment with everything going on, but sort of just try and give me a prediction here and finish this sentence. In 2021, Cheap Trick will
not vote for Donald Trump.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah, we can't wait to play. We got a new album. We got a new record label, BMG. They've been treating us great. We've been doing interview after interview, and the reaction's been unbelievable. And we're number one in Poland and Czech Republic. It's like maybe it's because we've never been there.
There you go. Well, there's something to do for 2021. Go to Poland and Czech Republic.
I'd rather go to Australia.
You are, though. So
I want to live on a mountain way down under Australia. See, I wrote that a long time ago. So I tried to emigrate to Australia, but because I had a dog, they couldn't quarantine the dog. So we ended up moved to Europe.
Oh, you could have done what Johnny Depp did and just smuggle your dog in.
I wish I could do some of the stuff that Johnny Depp does. Actually, he's quite the performer. It's like I went to Jeff Beck's house and Jeff played me a track that he was doing with Johnny Depp. It was like, wow, it's like 100 times better than anything he was doing with the vampires. Oh, wow. And I was like, yeah. And I was shocked. Really. Jeff Beck's my favorite guitarist for 50 some years. And he keeps getting better. And it's like, for him to say, he didn't say, Rick, do you want to be in a group with us? No, he didn't ask me. But, I had newfound respect for Johnny.
Awesome. Good stuff. Rick, thank you so much for your time, man. You've made an amazing album. I can't wait for it to come out next month, and I can't wait to see you here in Sydney. So it's going to be a great time.
I can't wait too.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, man.
I like that shirt.
Thank you. May the rock be with you. I'll get you one when you're down here.
I can take better stuff.
I'll talk to you again.
My license plate is Shag Often.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so the state senator said, Rick, how did you get that passed? I said, songwriting has always been given opportunities for Nielsen. What else would it mean?
I love it, mate. Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. I got to go. You got your next one coming. So I'll talk to you in Sydney when you're here.
All right. I'm losing my voice already. It's cool.
Good luck, mate. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.